Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we are so glad that you joined us. We just thank you for joining us and being part of our team, right, Clyde?
You are so excited this morning, Mona, but yes, yes, we absolutely do. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Mona, a couple of quick things to talk about right quick this morning. If you remember the right stuff, probably the character you remember most is the character of Chuck Yeager, the guy who was the first one to break the sound barrier and live to tell about it. He retired from the Air Force as a Major General, and the general passed today. He was 97 years old at the time, but man, was he the icon of American aerospace flight.
He really was, Clyde, and that's just a real loss. But he was, I want to say 97, I think he was. Yep. And so that, that's fantastic. So, we do celebrate him today and always. What a great person he was, and really brave person he was. He
was. And not to be overly maudlin, but this is also the 40th anniversary, believe it or not, of the killing of John Lennon outside of his home in the Dakota in New York City. That was 40 years ago, and for some of us, it seems like it was just yesterday.
It was. Do you have, it feels like it for me, for sure. Do you have a favorite John Lennon song?
I don't have a favorite John Lennon song. I got like 12 favorite Beatles songs, but...
okay, those count, right?
Yeah, and actually the favorite one of them is Paul McCartney's Hey Jude. So, well, it was he and Paul McCartney's Hey Jude. So anyway, yeah, but it was 40 years ago today, Mona. You remember where you were then?
Well, I tell you what, I was an adult. Right? And I was not a kid. I was an adult, and I remember exactly, when it happened. I can't remember where I was, but I remember when it happened.
Sure.
And it was just shocking,
So you can imagine there'll be a crowd gathering outside of the Dakota today, leaving flowers and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. And you just named my favorite song is Imagine from John Lennon. Is one of my favorites. So we are honoring him as well today and just appreciating some of his music. A lot of people are going to be playing his music.
Sure.
But I'll tell you somebody who's not playing music. Instead, they are playing Barista. We've all seen the baristas at our local coffee shop who's juggling a dozen coffee orders, holding the foam and substituting whole milk for soy. It's a job filled with multitasking. So we figured we'd bring Jon Jon back and put it to the test for another Jon Jon on the job, barista style.
The next Jon Jon on the job, I'm going to be a barista, Wyoming Community Coffee. I'm here with Sarah and her staff, and well, she's the customer behind me.
Woo, because I need more caffeine in my life.
No, she doesn't.
Go, Jon, go!
She's going to get some anyways. Wish me luck.
So this on the job has a latte challenges. Well, actually just one. Make a hot beverage that Allie can enjoy, or at the very least,
thank you very much,
keep down. Guiding my every brew, one of Sarah Ashlemon's talented baristas, Emily Stevens. I'll be judged on 2 cafeteria, drinkability, and enjoyability in 1 overall performance score. That's a latte pressure. Okay, I'll stop. Let's brew.
Number 1 is steaming milk correctly. So it can't have too much fluff in it, otherwise you'll just get a fluff ball.
You don't want fluff.
No, you don't want too much fluff. You want a little bit of fluff. So I'd say that's number 1. Number 2 is pulling your shot correctly. The shot has crema on top, so there's if you look at a shot through a shot glass, the top layer would be what's called crema.
Yeah.
If you've got a good layer of crema, then you're gonna create more contrast with the milk and the shot of espresso that you pull. So you're gonna need 1 shot of regular espresso and 1 shot of decaf espresso.
Well, as I stumble through Allie's mighty-sized mess of an order, I couldn't help but wonder how Emily and her fellow baristas keep from losing their beans during a rush.
I think that just takes a lot of practice, because I definitely didn't at first, and I feel like a lot of our staff at first, it was like, okay, this is really stressful, but now we thrive when it's busy, whereas 2.5 years ago, I was like, I don't want to work a Saturday morning. That's awful.
What would you say is your most popular order?
Our most popular order currently is the like peppermint mocha or white chocolate peppermint mocha. Our bourbon vanilla is a signature that we have here. That's one of our only signatures that we keep around for the year. It's all like cooked out, but.
As much as I love the idea of bourbon in my own coffee, I still have one very needy customer who's waiting on her morning jug.
How many pumps of vanilla did you put into that, John?
Allie, stop it.
I don't like it too sweet.
Is this a Saturday morning? Is that what this is here?
Saturday morning.
Okay. Allie?
Right here.
Enjoy.
Oh, that's actually really good. I know, I'm gonna give this one a 5.
My first 5! Yeah!
This is really good.
Emily, be gentle. The overall performance score is your job. How do you think I did?
I'm gonna give you a 3 out of 5 because there was more milk on the floor than she ended up in her cup at one point.
There's the milk factor.
And that's
so.
like the biggest part of her drink. So
If I'm doing my math correct here, that is a 4 out of 5, which is the highest score I've gotten on Jon Jon on the job. And now I'm gonna drink to it. Can I have some vanilla bourbon? Can I take? All right, I'll take this. Thank you. My job now is to refill the milk as I've wasted it all on the floor. Still got my highest score yet, so you can expect that kind of performance, if not better. The next place I go, this is really cold.
I told you.
It's just like, I'm doing good though, right? Okay.
Now that looked like a lot of fun. And right now we are joined by Jon Jon and Allie. Man, Jon Jon, what was the hardest part about being a barista today?
Serving Allie.
Complicated order.
She's a tough customer. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I also went in and I asked, what is the most complicated order I could possibly give him? And this is what I ordered. I ordered a mighty half calf with a splash of Bailey's and vanilla bourbon syrup, obviously classic theme, with soy milk. And I also decided to switch up what you didn't see, my milk halfway through it. So he was going for the soy, and I said, actually, can I do almond milk instead? And I didn't even know what a half calf was. So you have to go through the whole process twice.
You know, Jon Jon, I think after all of that hassle from Allie, you should have slipped some Spam in that cup of coffee.
Oh, PTSD moment, PTSD moment.
Remember that. Remember that.
Why we have a connection.
Right, right. Remember that the next time you do something for her that she has to taste. She loves Spam.
Well, it wasn't far from having guacamole and everything else in there. I mean, she had enough. She had enough items. I certainly got my test, and again 5 for the first time.
Well, 4, but okay.
Everything
Who's splitting hairs?
Okay, so mine was for taste. I actually gave him a 5 for taste, and I genuinely meant that. It was really, really good. And I'll give him credit there. Minus, Emily said a lot of the milk ended up on the floor. I also want to add that a lot of it ended up on the ceiling because he basically exploded the drink.
Yeah, you guys.
But it still tasted really good.
Loves come off on the show.
Did he clean up any of that mess he made?
He did.
Yes.
Okay.
Which that goes back to the Lachey's mopping up the floors.
That's right.
But it goes back to the fact that what they deal with every Saturday, and even after we were done filming, they had a whole rush of people come in. Their job is tough, and you have to be able to multitask and know all of the drinks and know all of the orders, and I give them credit. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Well, Allie, you gave Jon Jon a whole lot of credit, a 5. Is this the highest score you've ever gotten? And Jon Jon, how's it feel to get a 5?
Now, since I've reached the mountaintop, I don't know what to do with myself.
But you'll figure it
knock you down a
out,
couple
right?
It won't happen
Next
again.
one, don't
No.
worry.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. That was so much fun. We appreciate it. Thanks for bringing this story to us, Allie.
Cheers.
Yes, indeed. You know, as you or your loved ones age, reevaluating living arrangements can be overwhelming and intimidating. So for that reason, Oasis Senior Advisors is here to help eliminate that stress and guide you towards the best senior living options possible.
We are Chris and Shauna Byler, and we are your Oasis Senior Advisors, representing the west side of Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. As Oasis Senior Advisors, we offer a free service to help people navigate difficult life changes that impact themselves or their loved ones and establish the best quality of life as they age.
We're fortunate people are living longer than ever. If you're 65 right now, you can expect to live 20 or more years. But as we age, our physical and medical needs increase. 90% of seniors plan to stay in their own homes, aging in place for 5 to 10 more years. Less than half of people over 70 say it's easy to live independently. Renovation costs to modify a home as you age are very expensive.
As an Oasis Senior Advisor, we do find that most seniors often resist making a move, whether it's into independent living, assisted living, or memory care. Their concerns about loss of privacy, independence, or perhaps even being forgotten by loved ones and friends can keep someone from making that move. Though there are many stressors, the cost of moving, living in a senior community, cutting emotional ties with a family home, our one-on-one approach with you and your family will help guide you through this process.
You can count on your Oasis Senior Advisor to find living options that meet their financial situation, provide the level of independence they desire, match their personalities and interests to their new environment, and reduce the stress of moving for all involved.
Here's some proactive tips. Get the topic out in the open. Think and talk about moving well before it becomes an emergency. Explain your concerns about them living at home, taking a fall, forgetting to take their medication, or just needing help around the house. Engage them in the conversation. Ask how they feel about the process and reinforce that this decision could give you both peace of mind.
So when it's time to make a move or even start the conversation, let an Oasis Senior Advisor help you determine the right place for yourself or a loved one. Our service is free and we look forward to meeting you.
And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, we've got cool gifts for the kids. A lifestyle blogger combines her gift-giving expertise with her role as a mom to help guide people to the hottest and best gifts on the market. And she'll tell us how she's doing that and what her top picks are. And then we'll talk to a third-generation cardiovascular surgeon about how he's helping people right here in the tri-state. All that and more in just a couple minutes, so stay with us. Well, one of the biggest challenges for parents and grandparents this holiday season is finding great gifts for the kids. But today, we've got some help for you. Here with fun gift suggestions that will entertain and inspire your kids is Supermom, designer and lifestyle blogger Kelly Page. Kelly, tell us, why is it a challenge at the beginning even to just find kids gifts that they're going to love?
Well, thanks for having me, Mona. Happy holidays. Listen, it's challenging any year to find gifts for kids, but I think this year we're all trying to give this special magical Christmas experience. I know I have 3 kids. I think that we're trying to thank them for rolling with the punches in an unusual time.
What is one of the top gifts for kids that you have there?
Sure. Well, if you have a gamer in your house, then you will love the Sega Double Pack for Nintendo Switch, which brings together some of their best-selling, most family-friendly titles. Mona, for the price of one, it makes this $39.99 value a great gift. One pack has the Team Sonic Racing title with the Sonic Mania title, which gives kids this adrenaline-pumping races and the speedy side-scrolling gameplay. The other pack has Sonic Forces, which lets kids step into Sonic's shoes to become a hero, and Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, which has 10 thrilling party games.
Well, you know, schools have been in and out, and it's really been a challenge. So do you have some fun ideas about learning activities?
I do. For preschoolers, they will love diving into Netflix's Storybots, fun toys like the plush and vehicles and musical instrument toys from Fisher-Price. These cute little Storybots characters help answer kids' biggest questions. I know I got asked this all the time when my kids were little, like, how does the human body work, or what makes airplanes fly? I love the Storybot Songbook toy. It lets kids rock out to fun songs and sounds and learn fun facts as long as they read along with their Storybot friends. FisherPrice.com has the full line, and everything is under $25. Also, if you love classic interactive toys, then you will love the Thomas and Friends Talking Thomas and Percy train set. It transports your kids to the island of Sodor. My identical boys would have loved this train set. It has this really cool sensor in it that lets motorized Thomas and Percy stop to talk to each other on the train track and pretend like they're on Sodor, play out stories, create their own adventures, and it's under $50.
You know, my son was a huge Thomas the Train kid. So where can people go for information and pick up some of these toys?
Sure. Well, first I want to tell you guys, if you're looking for an immersive, fun family experience, going to the movies is never easier. If you go to Cinemark, they're giving friends and family the chance to rent out their own auditorium starting at only $99. It's Cinemark Private Watch Party, which lets you have deeply discounted concessions. They have 25 classic movies like Elf or Frozen or Polar Express. Or you can give a private watch party gift card by going to cinemark.com or their app. Really fun. Tipsontv.com has all this information.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us and talking about these great toys and experiences for kids.
Thanks. Happy holidays.
The Christ Hospital Heart and Vascular Center is a leader in cardiovascular health, and today we're joined with cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Saad Hassan. Dr. Hassan, welcome. And to give context, you are a third-generation cardiothoracic surgeon. Let's backtrack a little bit to childhood and talk about what those dinner conversations were like.
Well, you know, there were mostly discussions of complicated issues in chest surgery that only makes sense to me after 27 years of school. But it all did sound really exciting and gratifying even at that time, which is probably why we're here talking about the same stuff right now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to think. I mean, that conversation has led you pretty much your entire life. So how are you able to keep things exciting day to day?
Oh, well, you know, I'm blessed with the opportunity to help people overcome life-threatening cardiovascular problems every day. I get to use the most advanced medical science and technology. So it doesn't really get much more exciting than that in medicine anyway.
Are there any of those super rewarding cases that kind of stand out to you?
Our role in people's lives is extremely dynamic. You know, and any of these things are kind of life and death issues. And then you know, the other aspect of this is that the actual conduct of the operations is so dynamic. It's such a team effort between the surgeon, the perfusionist who runs the heart and lung machine, the anesthesiologist who's helping manage the blood pressure. It's all a very dynamic environment.
That's awesome. What are some of those, you know, groundbreaking treatments and procedures that you're seeing come from the Heart and Vascular Center?
So there's actually a lot, and it's a very cutting-edge department. A lot of state-of-the-art procedures going on. What's great about our center is that we have specialists in every small area of cardiac disease, and that way we can individualize our care for patients with very complex problems.
What advice can you give people who may have complex heart problems?
There may often be times when first evaluation of that patient, perhaps at a place with fewer resources, is that they are not a candidate for a particular procedure or therapy. So I would recommend getting a second opinion at a more specialized center like the Christ Hospital. I think that it's a great place to come and get your care in Cincinnati, particularly for cardiovascular disease, and that, you know, you'll be getting really the state of the art in pretty much any cardiovascular problem.
Dr. Hassan, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks a lot, Ali.
And for more information on Christ Hospital's Heart and Vascular Center, visit their website at christhospital.com/heart, or feel free to give them a call, 513-206-1270. Mona?
Well, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, Cincy Lifestyle has full episodes of the show up on YouTube. So you can find fun segments you've never seen before or watch your favorites again and again. So subscribe right now on youtube.com/Cincy Lifestyle. And we'll be right back.
And taking a quick glance outside, it's lightening up a little bit as the day goes on. We are going to warm up to about 41 degrees this afternoon. The wind will shift a little bit as the week wears on, and we might get just a little warmer come Wednesday. So thank you for checking us out, hanging with us today. That's Cincy Lifestyle. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.